Hey Boo Crew, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, and if you're already part of the Boo Crew, welcome back to my channel. My name is Matt, and I'm a doll collector, horror fan, and I collect mostly Monster High dolls. Today we're gonna be talking about something I'm very excited to share and to digress and dive into, which is Moonspell Magic by Monster High, the new doll line that's coming out. I wanna thank Mattel for inviting me to their creator event at Toy Fair. I had the opportunity to see these dolls in person for the very first time ever, and to talk to someone in their team and get some scoop and information about Moonspell Magic. I'm still processing everything that happened because it felt like a dream come true, and I want to thank everyone who supports me and supports my channel, my Instagram, my TikTok, all of the above. You guys are such an important part of who I am and what this channel is and what my content is, because we all have one thing in common, and we love dolls. We love Monster High, we love horror, we love all things spooky. So let's get to it. But don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and of course, as always, I want to know your thoughts in the comments. I'll be throwing some pictures on the screen. I just want to let you know that all the footage that I took is mine, but some of the promo pics are owned by Mattel. But I'll be using them on this video for reviewing purposes and commentary purposes. Alright, so our main girlies, should I call them ghouls? Are they ghouls? I mean, they're technically magical creatures. They are witches, so they are part human. But hey, let's call them ghouls because they are magical. They are witches. So that's something that's different from Monster High. And as we know, in Generation 3, I even brought a little exhibit here, which we have Draculaura. In Generation 3, she is part witch. From what we know, she is gonna be crossing over into the universes. If I'm not wrong, so is Cupid. But again, like, this is not like information that Mattel said, or even though I asked, they were very secretive about certain things, which is fun because it's gonna keep us curious and waiting for the next thing. You know what I'm saying? So like, we're gonna have to wait and see. But as far as we know, Draculaura crosses over. But I'm getting ahead of myself. But I'm gonna go into how this doll and this playset kind of tie into the Moonspell Magic Monster High universe. We have 5 main ghouls. Mattel uploaded a description of the characters on the Monster High page the day that they announced it, which happened to be the same day that I was flying to New York to go to New York Toy Fair, so I knew I was gonna see them in person. I was so excited, I couldn't contain myself. So let's go ahead and take a look at all of the girls and what they are and what they represent, and at the end of the video, I'm gonna give you my ranking as well so far. Obviously, there's only so much we know, but after seeing them in person, I do have a little ranking that I want to share with you guys, and also feel free to drop yours in the comments at the end of the video as well. But I have my iPad, or should I say my magic pad, with the information. I also grabbed this from Mattel's description, so I didn't write these myself. They are from the post. Introducing Moonspell Magic by Monster High dolls. Meet the witches of Moonspell High, a charmed school where students explore the power of magic, friendship, and embracing who you are, giving us the idea that there is a school for magic, and it's called Moonspell High. Obviously, we knew that the name was either Moonspell Magic or Moonspell High. They're both correct. So the line itself is Moonspell Magic, but the school they go to is Moonspell High. So they do attend a school for witches. First up, we have Claire de Luna, which I'm gonna get ahead of myself there, and I'm gonna say everybody's obsessed with her. So am I. She's a blind, clairvoyant witch who tells the future through the stars. She reads constellations as easily as her fingers read Braille. So she is blind. We get the first actual blind representation in the universe of Monster High, and she's the main character. I'm so excited about her design. She was highlighted obviously in person as well. I loved seeing her details in person. She has her cane, her glasses, and I will be touching on her box right now just because we're talking about her. Her box has Braille, so you can read her name in Braille, which I think is such an important touch. She is beautiful and she's my favorite. I love astrology and the fact that she uses stars, so to maybe see the future, make predictions, I think that's fantastic. Next, we have Ray Lumina or Lumina. We'll see how they pronounce it, but she's a sun witch who lights up every room she walks into. Literally. This witch draws her powers from the sun and spreads warmth wherever she goes. Already love her. Her design eats, in my opinion. I love the colors, even though like part of me wishes she was more like a gold yellowish tone, but I can see why they would tie in the colors with the other characters, but gorgeous. Then we have Willowthorn, a nature witch who loves spending time in a garden making potions. She's hard of hearing, and her magical connection to nature allows her to communicate with animals and trees. So we have another massive representation for kids who are hard of hearing as well. And she has a beautiful design. Beautiful. Then we have Karina Song, a love witch with a talent for brewing bubbly potions that encourage self-love and confidence in whoever uses them, which her design beautiful. You know I love pink, so that's a no-brainer for me. But the fact that the main use of her potions and her powers are not to make someone fall in love with you, which is something that's used in like many like witches and things. It's like, oh, I want my crush to fall in love with me. It's not about that. It's about self-love and acceptance. Like, there's a twist. We love that. Then we have Layla Stone, a crystal witch who crafts amulets that have the powers of healing and protection. I love how the focus is using their powers for good, because as we know, there's a misconception that witches are bad and wicked creatures, when in reality, no. Power can be used for so much more than that. Healing, acceptance, and building a better world. That's such a great take. Such an amazing thing to bring into the world of Monster High, because Monster High was built on acceptance, and I feel like Moonspell magic is no different. Together, they find that true magic exists in embracing their unique voices and using their powers as one. That is so, so powerful. I talked to Hannah at Toy Fair. Huge shout out to her. She was amazing. She was so patient. She let us take our time with the dolls, and trust me, I was just there like staring at them like the whole time pretty much. According to her, Moonspell magic will come out around July. So I'm saying, like, you know what, by fall. So when fall comes around, these dolls are going to be out already. So it's going to be like mid 2026. It's not going to be the next couple of months. It's going to take some time. Now, something I know a lot of people are curious about, and so was I, was about the media. If there's going to be any media, if we can expect like a TV show, a movie, or something. And the answer in short was yes. They will be doing YouTube shorts like they did for like Barbie Dream Besties and Monster High Generation 3, now that it's on YouTube. So it's going to be something along those lines. And I'm so excited to see the characters interacting with each other and building this universe, and maybe having an appearance from a Monster High character or two, like Dracula or Cupid. I'm just calling it, because maybe there is that crossover moment because it's a spin-off. We should definitely expect some media to get to know these characters better. The representation is loud and proud, and louder than ever. Like I said, we have the main character who's a clairvoyant, and she happens to be blind. And we also have Willowthorn, hard of hearing, and each of them brings something to the table that's unique and diverse. And again, Monster High keeps showing up, and it keeps pushing and pushing and pushing it to the next level. And I couldn't be more proud to be supporting a brand that is so loud and proud of uniqueness, diversity, inclusivity. Because like it or not, it's a huge part of the brand, and I understand that it means something different to everybody, as it should, but at the end of the day, representation, inclusivity, it matters, and it is the foundation of Monster High. Now let's go back to the packaging, because it's giving me major Monster High Generation 3 vibes, which makes sense. This is a Monster High adjacent brand. Like we said, for Claire, we even get the Braille. We didn't get to see all the other ones in box. The only one they had in box there for us to see and touch was Claire. Honestly, I'm not going to complain, because beautiful. The back of the box with the artwork, beautiful. Now, they didn't have a lot of information on the characters on the box. I don't know if they're just waiting for the right time, or if that's what's going to be, which makes me think that once these dolls come out, we will be seeing them on YouTube. Because in a way, we have to create a bond with the characters, and they know that the storytelling is a huge part of Monster High, and it's driving fandom and fan base. And they all come with little cauldrons, as we have for Dracula's potion room, and you put water in it, and it reveals a little special accessory, which I think is such a great detail. Everything ties into Monster High, and Dracula specifically so much with the hats, and then obviously the cauldron gimmick, and I think it's just maybe a sign, but they each come with a little cauldron. But one thing I was missing are pets. Like, I wish they had little pets. I don't know if that's something they will add on in the future, but if there's anything from Mattel watching this video for feedback purposes, I love everything, but I want pets. Give me pets. I don't know, like a little black cat or a little owl, or I don't know, like something, I don't know, anything. I think that would be so cool. I'm just hoping it succeeds because I love anything witchy and spooky. It's such a huge part of who I am as a person and have always been. So it was kind of made for me. Obviously, it's probably also made for you if you relate, but I'm just saying, like, personally, I just know about myself. For me, I'm like, wow, that was made for me. I am all in. I'm already sold, especially after seeing them in person. Now, let me give you my ranking, and there's no right or wrong answer. Let me know yours in the comments as well. But so far, after seeing them in person, my ranking is 1, Claire de Luna. Obviously. 2nd, Karina Song. She was not up there on my list before, but she's pink, and you know me, I love pink. It's one of my kryptonites, so when I saw her in person, I was like, girly, I love you. And then obviously we have Ray. Most of her colors are also pink, so I was kind of like, yeah, girly, I love you. Then we have Willow. Willow was way up there on the list for me before, and it's not that I don't love her. I love all of them, to be honest with you, but I think after seeing the other ones in person, I'm like, yeah, I'm gravitating towards those at the top of my list, so she's number 4. And then last on my list, we have Layla. I think Layla's gorgeous, and purple is one of my favorite colors, and she's completely purple, but there's something there that I wasn't like connecting as much as I connected with the other ones. But at the end of the day, they are all gorgeous, and I want them all, and I need them all. Which brings me to, a lot of people were complaining about the color scheme and how they all have very similar color palettes, which at one point I kind of like agree, but I disagree. I think like witches are known to be like a part of a coven, and they're very like similar, even though like their uniqueness is usually in their powers and abilities and skills, instead of being just fully their aesthetic, right? And I know we love assigning colors to characters, and I did a little list, and let me know if you agree, but this is what I see in terms of colors, because I know this is an important part and a lot of people love the color theory and story and whatnot. But Claire, I think definitely a dark blue. That's her main color, like dark blue and blacks, which I live. And then we have Karina, obviously pink, no questions asked. For Ray, I feel like it's a mix of purple and pink, which kind of makes her tie into the aesthetic of everybody else. Like I said, would have loved like some yellows or golds, which she does have gold in her outfit a lot, but it's not her main color. Her primary colors are definitely purple and pink. And Willow is the same thing. Her main color is green, you can tell, but she has a lot of purple, so it's a mix of like purple and green, which also helps her, tie her into the other characters. And then Layla is just like purple, head to toe, which we love. With all of that being said, here are my final considerations. Obviously, I can't wait to have them in hand. Seeing them there, I'm like, can I keep one? Obviously, I didn't ask, and obviously they would say no if I had asked, because they're not out yet. But oh my goodness, I can't wait to have them. I think they fit right into the Monster High collection aspect of things. Another thing is, like I said, I'm so excited and curious to see these characters on screen and how they interact with each other, how they built this universe to let us into it, but also maybe a little cameo from Draculaura, Cupid, or any other Monster High characters, or if they're gonna bring up Monster High. But let me know in the comments, are you excited about Moonspell Magic? Of course, I'll be making more content as we get closer to the launch and we know more information. I am very happy about it, welcoming it with open arms, and I hope you're too. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and I'll see you on my next video.